All right. Joe Rogan calls MAGA a bunch of dorks.
That's the thing. Like, first of all, America is great. Make America greater, I'm down. But make America great again, and then it becomes a movement of a bunch of fucking dorks, because a lot of them are dorks. A lot of them, these really weird, uninteresting, unintelligent people that have got something they cling to, and there's a lot of people that are just real, genuine patriots, and they're all lumped into this one group, and you got to accept the dorks too. That.
Yeah. Okay, if you guys didn't watch this episode of Joe Rogan, he had Dave Smith on. Dave Smith is an American comedian and political commentator who has been very critical of Trump during his second term. He was originally a Trump supporter, but as Trump started to turn his back on things that he ran for during his campaign, Epstein files, peace president, stuff like that, Dave Smith turned on him, and here we are now with Joe Rogan calling MAGA a bunch of dorks. And most of the media stops it at that point. But let's play a little bit more of that segment and see what Joe was really talking about.
But as soon as you have a team and you allow anybody to join up, you don't even have tryouts for your team. Yeah. So you've got a bunch of dipshits.
You see a lot of the media that played this segment where Joe Rogan called MAGA a bunch of dorks, they didn't play the rest of it. They took it out of context, where he's not just critiquing MAGA, he's saying that the two-party system is dumb. It's silly. You have all these competing groups that just banded together to go fight the other side, when realistically none of these groups that make up MAGA or whatever political party that you got going on, left or right, makes sense. Like, just think about the Republican Party. Okay, you have older generational rich people in a party with like rural working class, I want to say poorer type people that would never ever see the inside of Donald Trump's new ballroom that he's building, that depend on food assistance, that depend on what little medical assistance that America provides at this point. And they're supposed to be in the same party. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I'm not right and I'm not left.
Yeah.
I think both of them suck. And I think the adherence to the ideologies that the left supports or the right supports is out of their you got to be out of mind. Whether it's these crackpot Christian nationalists that think that this whole war is a way to get Jesus to return on a white horse.
Yeah.
Do you see those guys that were talking? Yeah, during the readiness meeting. That, I think that's nuts too. I think the woke shit and all the chaos of the last 4 years of having a completely open border and the justifications of all these things, that's nuts too. I'm not on either buddy's side.
I don't know. Seems pretty reasonable to me. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but Joe Rogan had, Trump on his podcast, he had JD Vance on to platform them, to push their agenda. Yeah, but that was campaign Trump. Now we're in, second term, Trump 2.0, where Trump possibly doesn't have anything to lose. Supposedly this is supposed to be his last term. Who knows if we can, I mean, how I see the Iran war is that we're going to stretch this out. Trump is going to stretch this out into election time, or at least he's going to pull the BB move where we're constantly going to be in some sort of conflict, and then he can claim some kind of emergency power, and boom, president third term. I mean, I don't know, it seems pretty obvious to me that's what he's doing. Trump's pretty buddy now with BB, and that's what BB's been doing, because the minute BB is not in charge over there now in Israel, isn't he like a wanted man for like war crimes or something? Like he's gonna face like judgment over the minute he steps down. So Israel is in constant conflict for him to kind of continuously push that back. It seems pretty obvious. I feel that's where things are going right now, where we're constantly going to be in a conflict, and boom, right when election time comes, sorry, you can't. We're in a crisis right now. Emergency powers. Oh, speaking of JD, JD was played this segment of Joe calling MAGA a bunch of dorks, and his response was not good.
Joe says MAGA's full of dorks. What do you think? You consider yourself a dork? He says MAGA's dorks.
I think we have many fewer dorks than the far left, but everybody's got some.
He didn't deny it. He didn't say no. He just basically said MAGA has less dorks than the other side. I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole situation?